You carry God's DNA. That's why you must believe that nothing can pull you down. And it is from that standpoint that you can focus on what God told you instead of the circumstance. You carry God's DNA. Genesis 1:26, let us make man in our own image. If God created us like an archangel, that would have been enough wonder. If you read the Bible and you see the qualification of archangels, it will humble you. There are angels that can stand. The Bible said an angel in the book of Revelation, it said an angel stood on the earth. One of his legs covered all the seas and another covered all the land, and he said his head was in the sky. And he said the angel shouted, 1/3 of all the birds died. That is a stature of an angel. One angel. If God created us like those ranking angels, it would have been dangerous enough. But he didn't create us like one of them. The Bible said, let us make man. If God created you in the image of the Holy Ghost, that would have been scary enough. If he created you in the image of the Son, that would have been dangerous enough. If he created you in the image of the Father, that would have been spectacular enough. But he didn't create you in the image of the Holy Ghost. He didn't create you in the image of the Son. He didn't create you in the image of the Father. He created you as a compilation of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So in you is a dimension of the Father. In you is the dimension of the Son. In you is the dimension of the Holy Ghost. So when you appear, they can see the Father, they can see the Son, and they can see the Holy Ghost. Is it this you that house rent can kill? Is it this you that cancer can kill? Is it this you that lack of job can destroy? When the enemy comes, tell yourself, when I move, God moves. When I appear, God appears. Because as he is, so am I. Not in heaven, in this world. That's why we move forward. We don't turn back. Nothing can make us. Nothing can threaten us. Nothing. Throw me into prison, I'm having encounters there. Nothing can break your spirit. As he is. If I was like Jesus, that would have been enough. If I was like the Holy Ghost, that would have been enough. If I was like the Father, that would have been enough. But when I show up, Jesus shows up, the Holy Ghost shows up, the Father shows up. Because my technology is a combination of Father, Son, and Spirit. So when I'm thinking, Father is thinking, Holy Ghost is thinking, Son is thinking. When I talk, God talks. He said, when they hear you, they hear me. And so when the devil shows up, sometimes go into your prayer. When you pray, when you appear, sometimes you appear with the dimension of the Holy Ghost. You know the Holy Ghost? He is pneuma. That's why the Bible said, as the wind bloweth, thou listest not from whence it cometh or whence it goeth. So are they that are born by the Spirit. So when you come like pneuma, you are not fighting, but the devil can't trap you. He sets a trap here, you go here. He sets here, you come here. They gang up against you, you vaporize. And they are wondering, what's going on here? I am the wind. As he is, so am I. And they are wondering, why can't we get him? You can't get the wind. Is the dimension of the Holy Ghost Jesus was talking about when he said, even if you step upon serpents and scorpions, they shall by no means hurt you. If you drink any deadly thing, it shall by no means hurt you, because you have become invincible. Now at this level, you are not yet fighting. You are just invincible. So they gang up, they call your name in the shrine, fire appears. You are not fighting. You are just being the Holy Ghost. You are operating like the Holy Ghost. And then sometimes you now switch to the Son, and you start operating like the Son. The Son is the spoken word. That's the realm of prophecy. They gang up while you are praying. You are praying. After a while, words begin to bubble out of your spirit. Words begin to bubble out of your spirit. Words begin to bubble out of your spirit. And then you look up, you start talking. Now you are moving from Holy Ghost to Son, because all of the dimension is on your inside. And they said you will not prosper. And after a while, you are talking, and then the words come out.